Hello, and I welcome you all to this awesome channel of Android development where we were building a chatting app, and this is going to be part 12 of that playlist. So in previous video we built a chat room, and in this video we will be implementing the messaging feature in the backend. So this is where we left in our last video. So let me firstly minimize all those packages. So now open the layouts, and inside the chat activity, let's split the view. Okay, so it is loading, and inside this you can see we have a send button and an edit text. So when we will write any text here, it will be shown to the user, but firstly we need to send the text to the backend so that we can show it to the another user. So for this we will have to set a click listener on this send button. Here its ID is send button. So when we will send the message, it will go firstly to the backend and then we will show it to the second user. So let's implement it in chat activity. So right here binding dot send button dot set on click listener, and here we will firstly store that message in a variable called message. It will be of type string. So let's write it where, and that will be binding dot message dot text dot to string, message dot text to string. And if the message is empty, we will not send any message like this, so we will show an error to the user. So for this we will use an if condition in our code. So let's go to our code again. Here we will use an if condition. If the message is empty, if message dot is empty, then we will show an error in edit text. So write binding dot message dot error is equals to enter a message. So I will just press tab because it is giving me a correct code, and change this message from enter a message to enter a message before sending. So okay, now in the else statement we will simply send the message. So we will create a function with name send message, and we will pass a string of message, and now we will implement this function here after on create. So right here fun send message. So I will just press tab, it is showing me correct code. So when we will send a message to the backend, we will not only send the message typed by the user, but with it we will send some additional information like the sender ID of the message and the timestamp when the message was sent, so that we can show it to the front end. So let's firstly we will have to create a model for this. So we will go to the model, and here we will create a messaging model. So create a new Kotlin class file and name it as message model, and it will be a data class. So before this class write here data and remove these curly braces, use here round braces, and our first variable will be message. So write here val message, it will be of type string, and then write a comma, and our second variable will be sender ID, and it will be also of type string, and then the another variable will be timestamp. The T must be small, timestamp, and it will be of type timestamp. Let's initialize this variable also. So our message will be, let's be it be empty string, and sender ID will be also empty string, and timestamp will be timestamp dot now. Now close this model, and inside our chat activity we will create a variable of this model. So right here val message model of type message model is equals to, we will create a new message model. So right here message model, and inside it we will have to pass three variables. So right here firstly message, comma, we will get the id from the util dot get user id, comma, and the timestamp will be timestamp dot now, timestamp dot now. So our model has created. We can now just send it to the Firebase. So now the question is, where are we going to store this? So open your Firebase, and here if you see inside the chat room, we have our chat ID and last message sender and our last message timestamp and user IDs. So along with all these nodes, we will save our message node, and we will also change the last message sender ID. So now coming back to Android Studio, firstly we need the reference of our chat room, and for this reference we will just copy the code from here, from the else statement. Just copy it and we will paste it above the message model we recently created. Here just paste the code. So in the constructor of chat room model, if you go to chat room model, so we only need to modify some of the fields. So we will just write the field name and their values here inside this constructor. So right here last message timestamp and pass here timestamp dot now, and last message sender ID, it will be utils dot get user ID. So these fields of our chat room will get modified and updated. So if you have seen my previous video, you must be knowing that it will get saved in this chat room ID, and we were creating this chat room ID from here, you already know it, and stored it here, and we are saving the data in this chat room ID only. See, in this chat room we are saving or modifying the data currently. So after the message model, here I will just press the tab because it is showing me correct code, and then I will explain it to you. So firstly what we are doing, we are getting the reference of the chat room and then the child, which is chat room ID, and then we are creating a new child inside it, which is messages. Then we have used a push function which will push all the messages as soon as new message come, and then what we will do, we will set the value of message model which we have recently created. And what this statement is doing, this is just clearing the edit text, which is where we are typing the message, so that after we send a message, the message automatically get clear from the edit text. So now here you can see our last message sender ID and last message timestamp will get changed, and this is the list of user IDs which we are not setting currently. So now we can go back to the Android Studio and we can run the app. So just run the app. Okay, so our app got installed. Here in the chat section, I will show you the Firebase parallelly and see what changes are done here at the real time. So let me first refresh the Firebase for you so that you will see the changes in the real time. And so now coming to our app, let's search for the user. If I search here for Pawan, and here my both IDs will appear. So I will select the second one, Pawan Singh Tangaria, and if I click on edit text and send a message like hello, I am user 1, and then if I send this message, you can see the Firebase is reflecting the message in the real time. The message node get created and the last message sender ID also got edited here, you can see. and last message timestamp. If I maximize it, you can see the nanosecond and seconds. And if you go to the messages, here the message ID, and here hello, I am user 1, sender ID and timestamp. Let's see if both the timestamps are same. Okay, the timestamp seconds are same, but the nanoseconds are different, which is okay. And now we can minimize it. Minimize this also. There is one issue. Our last message sender ID got added, but our chat room ID got empty because we are not setting it when we are modifying this chat room model. So it is okay, we can do it later. And if we try to enter some new message here from the end of another user, which is Pawan Singh Tangaria, so I will have to firstly log into Pawan Singh Tangaria ID. So I will just close the app, uninstall it, and go to Android Studio and just rerun the app. Give it permission to install, and parallelly I will show you what changes will be done in the Firebase. So let's wait. So our app has run. So firstly I will have to log in from the end of another user, which is Pawan Singh Tangaria. So I will enter the phone number, which is 10 times 1, and click on continue. It will send me an OTP, and the OTP is 6 times 1, and click on continue. It will verify the OTP, and then the login will be successful, and I will enter my username Pawan Singh Tangaria. Tangaria is actually my caste or surname, you can say, and click on continue. And if I click on search icon and I search for Pawan, and this time I will message Pawan Singh. So click on Pawan Singh, and if I write any message like subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my channel, and then click on send, you can see our Firebase database has changed, but it run with some issue because there is only one single node. And if you rewind this video, let me show you the picture. Here you can see initially two message nodes are getting created with different messages, which is one from the first user, second from the another user, and then the older one is getting overridden with the new message node. So we want to change this because we want new nodes within the message nodes to save the message histories. So we will rewrite the code again. So let me show you the error once again, and you can see rest of the things are getting changed also, like sender ID, and our chat room ID is also getting changed, and all the user details are same because we are not doing any operation in it. We are just doing operation in chat room. And let's retest it. Maybe this time you will understand the problem more correctly and clearly. So if I write any message in the edit text from the user end Pawan Singh Tangaria, so let's write hello. So let's write hello, and I send the message. You can see two message nodes are created initially, and within the fraction of seconds it is getting merged in the first node, and only hello message is staying here. And if I write hey Pawan and send it, here you can see again the hello message got deleted, and only hey Pawan message stays here, which is not good because we also need to maintain the chat history and so the previous chats also. So for this, go to Android Studio again and comment this inside the send message. Now firstly we will get the reference of chat room. So let's write here val chat room reference, chat room reference is equals to Firebase database dot get instance dot get reference chat room dot child it will be chat room ID, which we have already stored in global variable. And now we will change the two specific values of that chat room. So we will change only those. So let me just comment and write here, update last message time and sender only. And if you see our previous method, we were changing whole chat room model. That's why our some values was getting initialized with null string. And so now we will change some data only. So come here again, and I will just press tab because it is giving me correct suggestion. So you can see what we are doing. We are going into the chat room reference, and the value of this child, which is last message timestamp and last message sender ID, we are changing only those values. Now we also need to create the message model and send the message to the backend. And again, it is giving me correct code. So I will just press tab, and now let me explain you. So what it is doing, it is firstly creating a message model with this and all these details. And I hope you have understood it from the previous message model which we have created. And now we in the chat model, we are creating a child with name messages, and then we are pushing all those messages inside this node which is messages and setting the value of message model. And then we are again clearing the message from the edit text in this row. So now let's test the app again. Also, let's open the Firebase. So our app has run. Now if I search here for the user Pawan Singh, so I only write Pawan and click on search icon, and then click on the Pawan Singh. And if I write a message here, let's say we type developer Pawan Singh, and then click on send button, you can see immediately the changes are reflected here. And you can see this time a new node inside the message node has created, which contain our message. So earlier this was not getting, it was just overriding the previous node. So that's all for this video. So now let me summarize the video. So till now we have implemented the backend of our chatting functionality, and in the next video we will be implementing the front end part of the chatting, where we will show the chats of the users between the users. So that's all for this video. And if you haven't subscribed to me yet, then please consider subscribing me. And thanks to those who have already subscribed to me. We are soon going to hit 2000 subscribers. So thank you for watching the video, guys.